I met a gypsy.
How far have 250Fs come? Because
Oh,
it feels like that bike, like that platform, I guess you'd call it, has just come such a fucking long way.
you know how I know it has come a long way? I rode the 2021 CRF 250, and that thing is as slow as molasses, man. It is. It's a great motorcycle. It's like a great foundation. It's like the perfect 250F for a kid to come off like a super mini and getting
Mm.
on like it's that slow, right? Where if you get on a 250F, like I could not believe how slow it was, but it handles good, it feels good. It's just that slow. Like I mean, a KTM 125 is faster than a Honda 250F for sure.
That's
it's it's so bad, but that's why you don't see privateers racing them, right?
Yep.
Because you
And if you
can't, you
do,
got to
that's a
spin.
bummer.
And that's the chassis is so good, right? Like the chassis is amazing and the quality is good, but like you got to have like a Penrite bike or a Geico bike to be competitive, and that's 12,000 in the engine, right?
Mm.
That's not attainable to the average guy. So if you see a privateer with a killing it bike, he's just flipping off everyone and saying, "My dad's got more money than your dad, and I want to ride a Honda." That's just what it's
Mm.
the bottom line. So
The point that you brought up before about like if you want to be a privateer in the 450 class, you got to be on a KTM, and if you want to be a privateer in the 250 class, you got to be on a Yamaha. It's crazy. Do you follow that Jeff Walker? You know who Jeff Walker is?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
yep.
that dude's a fucking legitimate G in the moto game, and he's like insanely underrated. But he did this video. Did you watch it on YouTube where he compared lap times on his 450 2020 Honda to his 2020 KTM? And he's a privateer, and he's like, I have to get off this Honda. And then he got on. Don't quote me. People can go look up the YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it was 3 seconds a lap faster.
Oh my god, that's crazy. But I believe it. I completely believe it. I
But
mean, I'm looking at this guy's platform now, and it's legit. He does a good job.
dude,
Like
he's
he's
honestly killing it, man.
yeah, he's got a great platform. Like yeah, it's good. It's really good.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, like he's a privateer, and it's like he's going and he's doing these nationals, and he wants to do good when he's at the nationals, and he basically had to switch platforms because there's
Yeah,
one stock with what you can achieve as a privateer, like what you have the ability to change. He's gone. I just need to be on this thing.
yeah. You can, and going back to what we first started on this call is track to track that KTM platform never like doesn't go 2% different, right?
Mm,
It's like always the same. Where I think the Yamaha might be 7% different, right? Maybe
mm,
10%. Okay, so you take that into consideration. Like my bike feels good everywhere. Like that's one thing I joked. I was on a road trip with my partner and sitting over next to me, and he's like, "I went to East Street up in NorCal, I'd never been there,
oh, I
and
saw that. It
I
looks
can't.
sick.
Yeah, it was fun, and I came in. Oh man, I love my bike. My bike's sick. And then we went to a track in South Lake Tahoe, and it's a little sand pit that Sean Palmer had. Him and some friends, and I rode it there. I'm like, oh, I love my bike. Like it's just when you can go from a sand track to like a slick track to a hard pack track, and your bike's always good. You have a great foundation. But if you're tweaking it from track to track to track, you're not stoked. Right?
Mm.
Like that's when you're not comfy.
Mm. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you, and thanks for the rundown too. That's pretty cool for people
Thanks, man.
that are looking to buy a 2021 model. I literally do not think you could find a more honest review of stock buy. Like, and that's why I fucking love you,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. Thanks. No, that's like I said. I'm excited to get to Oz, and I'm gonna come with no agenda because I really want to keep that transparency, right? Like, I always want to earn enough cash on my own to where I can buy what I want and ride when I want, and if the opportunity comes up to work with an OEM or a dealership or something that it can benefit all parties, that's one thing. But I'd hate to lose the credibility of not having, to be
Mm.
a conflict of interest. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we could definitely we can do some stuff because I mean, there's not that many people doing that shit down here, and I reckon yeah, we'll definitely be able to get some cool stuff
It'd be
popping.
fun.